What's up, YouTube? Just want to drop this real quick tutorial video on my American Brothers oil can separator, or catch can as we like to call it. This is one of the first modifications that I did on my 2021 F8 green scat pack. Found a couple videos on the 2020. They look different. Maybe they're different also for the 2022, 2019, so on and so forth. But for the most part, it'll all be the same. Oil can separator, what it essentially does is just takes all that gunk that blows back into the engine, and it separates it, puts in the can, and after every 3,000-4,000 miles or so, you check the can, empty it, clean it, and screw it back on. But it's a pretty good modification. You can find them. JLT sells them, the smaller ones, for probably about 120 or something like that. So it's a pretty good investment for your engine or whatever, I think. And for beginners who are doing modifications on their vehicles, I think it's a pretty good investment, and something you can do on your own without having to try and find somebody to put it on or something like that. So, man, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Just getting started out, obviously, so hopefully the content keeps coming and the content gets better and better. Thank you for joining me. For this oil separator install, you're gonna need just a standard socket wrench, also a 16mm socket for this portion right here. Fits perfectly. As you can see right here, it's going to fit perfectly. I've already taken it off, so that 16mm works perfectly. A couple of flathead Phillips screwdrivers. I got a couple sizes just in case, and also I had to go to AutoZone and get this Duralast Allen wrench set in metric in millimeters. The 8mm one did seem to do the trick. As I said before, you're gonna take this little piece off right here with the 16mm socket and socket wrench, right? This portion right here fits right up under here and right on here, right? And then that's where the Allen wrench and this little bad boy right here are gonna come into play. All right, so I've already taken this off, and all this is right here is you just come up underneath with the screwdriver and kind of etch it off. I've already taken that off, and that part would connect to right here, which it did before. You just kind of pull that bad boy off. Before you start, it's best, in my opinion, to go ahead and hook all of this stuff up with the oil can separator. Just hook everything up so that you could just come outside and plug everything in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and screw it on so I don't have to worry about doing that stuff from underneath. It screws on nice and tight. Again, this catch can is from American Brothers. Costs probably about 200 bucks. Shipping and everything was free. They got it out to me in under 2 weeks. I'm really happy with it. So what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna go ahead and put this bad boy underneath, and I'm gonna connect this. I'm gonna connect this first, actually. Once this little sit right here connects under this spot right here, it works perfectly. I got everything in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead and push this in here. It goes in nice and good for a really good fit. Everything's nice and tight in there, and now I'm ready to take this Allen wrench and tighten everything down. Everything's nice and tight. It looks nice and tight. Works well. And that's the final look. All right, YouTube, so I'm done with the install of the catch can. It came out pretty good. I ran into some issues right here. I had to run the AutoZone real quick and grab a tool and get that thing screwed down, but it's tight. It's tight on there. All of the valves and everything else is tight as well, so I'm not gonna have no issues, no spillage or nothing like that. This is tight up here. I end up cutting the braided tubing on the outside off simply because it just kind of looked tacky on there. Again, this is not the color I was expecting. It is octane red, but I was expecting more of a red, like a cherry red or whatever, but this came off fairly easy. Again, you take this whole entire thing off. This bottom portion, you just remove this one. You leave this part right here on, which I did. Everything came out pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. Get the sunlight out of it. I'm gonna check that probably every 3,000 to 5,000 miles and empty it. But other than that, man, this is probably one of the easiest mod installs I did so far. Besides the paddle extension, shifter, or whatever the case is, but other than that, novice line out, man, looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. Peace out. What we about to do today? Check those scat. Alright, so today we're about to check the oil catch can, see how this bad boy been working. Had it on there for a few thousand miles, so it's good. This bad boy here tight, so good. So far so good. Get all that gunk that's been it's pretty yucky. But for the most part, man, this bad boy been doing his job, been doing what it's supposed to do. I only had it on there, this is probably 3,000 miles that I've had it on there. I got it about 3,000, it's about 6 right now. But really important to get you one of these. It's one of the first modifications I think you should do. But you see that, real sturdy, looking good.